this morning, the rowing team from one of our local universities here was running through our neighborhood. And I thought that was really interesting. The second thought that I had was, wow, I wonder if any of those young ladies who were running, right? Because they're on the team. If they were running, if any of their family members or anyone in their network, anyone that has influence, any of their mentors taught them about finances. I was listening in my inner self and I thought to myself, I was like, wow, when I was their age, no one taught me about finances. As a matter of fact, when I was in college, the only thing I knew about finances is that the credit card companies were hanging out at the steps of the college or outside of the college, and they were giving out free t-shirts and pens and cups and koozies, and sometimes they would even give out like a candy bar. So that literally was like my first exposure to credit cards, financing, and things like that. And I was wondering, I'm like, wow, does any of those young ladies, any of those amazing athletes that are running through my neighborhood, preparing for their next competition, has anyone spoken to them about finances? And I said, you know what? That leads me to a really, really interesting thought. And I don't want anybody, whether they are young, whether they are old or matured or gone into life and have their own career at this time, to not know, to not have control over their finances, to not have control over their life, to choose a career or a path of earnings, right? Whatever income, whatever career, whatever it is that you do in your business, just based off of trying to survive and trying to make money so that you could live in your best life. Now, the thing is, we all have to make decisions and we all have to be responsible. However, we don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. We don't have to go through life wondering, man, if I swipe this debit card, if I swipe this credit card, am I going to get an authorization? Am I actually going to get an approval? And that's literally like your financial plan, right? In the event that you like swipe something and you're like, okay, did it go through? Yes, it went through. So that's why I came up with this idea that I want to make sure that you are prepared and that you have everything that you need in order for you to be successful in your financial life, right? So I'm starting a great and amazing program. And it's going to be really, 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 really wonderful for those who are just starting out and for those who need a refresher as well, too, right? So the monthly program, $27 a month. It just doesn't get any better than that. $27 a month. And what you will receive for $27 per month is weekly and bi-weekly lessons on your finances, personal finances, as well as how to grow your business and how to invest. And I'm talking about investing the untraditional way. All right. So you have a traditional method about investing, and then you have an untraditional method about investing, which is basically what I do. I do untraditional methods of investing that nobody teaches you in school. No one even talks about these things. That's what I personally teach. But before I could get to the untraditional methods of investing, I had to learn some basic understanding, fundamentals about investing in the first place, because no one's teaching that either. No one's teaching you how to balance your account. No one's teaching you about fixed expenses versus variable expenses in your life. And you don't have to own a business for this, right? So you don't have to be an entrepreneur. No one's teaching you about credit. And when I mean credit, I'm not talking about fix your credit. I'm talking about why credit even exists in the first place and how to win the credit game, whether it's on your personal side or if you're trying to establish your business side. No one's talking about how your insurance, how you can use your insurance policies or your retirement accounts to create wealth for yourself. No one's talking about those things. No one's talking about how you can put your properties in trusts, right? And really be able to create estates for yourself and your family so that you can reduce your tax liability to your families and your friends. Like, no one's talking about those things. No one's talking about how successful you can be by reducing the amount of taxes, the tax liabilities that you can create. No one's talking about the distinction between earned income and between a sale and between revenue and between, your net to you. Like, no one's talking about any of those things, right? I mean, you get here and there and little spurts of information, and you're left to try to put it all together to hopefully make it make sense. But here's the thing. You can have all the pieces to the puzzle, but if you do not know how to put the pieces together to actually complete the puzzle, you'll never get the big picture. So you need someone to help you show you how to actually get the picture so that you can have an amazing, authentic wealth experience in your life. We call that awe, right? So the program, what I'm offering you, $27 a month, is literally a no-brainer. It's less than 2 cups of coffee these days. You can't even go to the movie theaters for that, for $27. So what I'm offering is an opportunity to be enlightened, to learn. And for some of you, it could be an opportunity to start all over. For others, it is a beginners for you to establish and to start your journey and your path being informed and empowered, right? So wherever you are in your journey in life, this is for you. Even if you are a full-time employee, even if you're working, you already have your career, even if you are an entrepreneur already, you already own your own business, or you just have a side hustle where you're self-employed and you're doing both, your W-2 and your 1099. This is information that you need. Why? Because I know that I needed it. I had to learn all on my own. Nobody taught it to me. And along the way in my journey, I created friendships, networks, and people that helped me along the way. But I still had to put all these pieces together. So this is something that you really, really need. So again, this is the Jackie Jackson. I'm a full-time coach, empowerment speaker, as well as a trainer and investor. And I have a heart to helping people and to helping them get through their most difficult challenges in their life, which is normally their finances, right? Why? Because that was the most difficult part of my life. It wasn't relationships. It wasn't anything else like that. It wasn't school. We breezed through all of those things, right? It's finances that normally stops a lot of us from living our best life, from living an authentic wealth experience in our life. So here's how you can take advantage of this opportunity. Just drop me a DM, and a private message, and I'll send you all the information of how you can join this community, the community of people helping people understand their personal finances and growing exponentially, because now we can make it make sense. All right. Talk to you soon. Have a good one.